Hey guys, welcome. Hello everybody. Y'all come on in, say hello. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a comment, say hello. I'd love to know where you're watching from. So we are live both in my Facebook group and on YouTube. Welcome to Crafty Creations Reshop, where we're making beautiful wreaths and florals for all your home decor needs. And I'm teaching fundamentals of wreath making as well as strategies for successful craft shows as a vendor. I'm Karen Gresham, and let's get started. Y'all come on in. Hello everybody. Hi my friends. We're going to make a couple swags tonight, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. As you guys come in, say hello. Let me know you're here. Let me know you can see me, hear me, all the things. I'd love to know where you're watching from. Got a couple swags tonight, and I am making things ready for the busiest time of my year, and that's the fourth quarter, which is fall and Christmas. And I love to make beautiful items, and for them to find homes. You can find my products. You can message me here on Facebook. You can send me a message or an email from my website, craftycreationsreshop.com, or you can find me on Etsy at craftycreationsws.etsy.com. But however you find me, if you need something, just let me know. I will be happy to create it for you. But come on in tonight. Let's make a swag. Hey Twyla, how are you? North Carolina's in the house. And so we're going to be using these little pine swag forms. I've got a couple of these, and they are not too big. These are going to be just right sized, and I'm just kind of fluffing them out. I really like these. They're going to be just the right size to go in an office or a smaller space, or maybe on a wall hanging inside or on the porch. And these are going to be just perfect for that. Maybe a little accent, little decoration. So I just like to get it all fluffed out. Hey, Miss Iris, how are you? Hello, Karen. How are you? Texas is in the house. Welcome, welcome. So we've got the one fluffed. Let's go ahead and see the difference in them. Fluffing makes a big difference. And let's go ahead and get this one done. And have it ready. We need to find where's the front and where's the back. And I believe there we go. I believe that's the back and this is the front. So I've got I'm already getting custom orders in for Christmas, fall and Christmas and sports theme. So if you guys have been thinking about getting something, now's the time to go ahead and get in touch with me. Let's get your order set up. I've got orders going out pretty much every day this week. So let's get yours in there. How's everybody doing? So it's Tuesday. How's it going? How's the week been so far? You missed it. What size are those? They're 24-inch. They're a little bit smaller. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Hey, Connie. Good to be with you tonight, too. Welcome. Yes, and if you're watching on YouTube, hello and welcome. So you guys can find me on all the social medias and all the places at Crafty Creations Wreath Shop. Just search for me that way and you can find me if you're looking out there. Would love to have you join us regularly. Hopefully, if you've signed up for notifications, you guys got your text message notification letting you know I was going live tonight. I also posted it in the group. All right, we got both of our swags. Nice. Now we're just going to add in this beautiful stem right here. Susan, nice to see you. Yes, outside of our norm. Before I put stems in, I love to kind of liven them up a little bit. And we're going to use these just as they are. Just as they are. But we're just going to liven it up just a little bit. And I love this because there's so many elements to that one pick. And I'm just going to find my center. And I am going to take my pine cone out because I want to use it in another capacity. So I'm going to work it out. I'm still going to use it. I'm just going to use it a little bit differently. Just going to lay that right in there. Cut that stem. I need to put some oil on my snips. Save that for use on a later project. So, and then we're going to just zip tie this in. Oh, Miss Iris, you like those? Good. Good, good, good. You know, I went with that new texting service, and it seems to be working pretty well. But if you want to get on the notifications and you're not, just type the word alert into the comments here, and on Facebook, and then you actually have to go and fill out. It'll give you a link in your messenger. You don't have to do it right now, but in a little bit, go in and fill in that link and tell me your phone number, your contact information, and give me permission to send you texts. And then I can start texting you. But y'all, don't put your phone number in the comments here. It doesn't work that way. You just type in the word alert, and then when it pops up in your messenger, follow and fill out the form in Messenger, okay? I don't want your number to get exposed out here trying to get on my notification list. All right, so I have secured this one in. And then we're going to do the other one. But don't worry, we're going to cover our mechanics. Don't worry about that just yet. So let's swap it over. Let's do another one. So I had a good day at work today. Got lots done. You know, sometimes at work, I just have so much to do. And I just created me a list today. I just started going down that list and getting things done. And that's how I do here in the craft shop too. When I'm getting ready for my craft shows and I have so much to do, I will make a list. And then I was very fortunate today. I had a friend come and help me. She did some bases and got some things ready for me to add accents, florals, and bows and ribbons. So I'm very excited about having that ready to go because I need to make several between now and my next show. My next show is at the Cotton Fair in Gay, Georgia. I will be there the first weekend of October, that that Saturday and Sunday. And somewhere in the vicinity of where I normally am, over in booth D33 maybe, D32, 33, somewhere over in there is where I will be, hopefully, if tradition stays the same. Miss Iris is a list person. Hey, Miss Ruth. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do without lists. Lists are wonderful. And then I've also discovered how fun it is to put things that I need to get done on sticky notes and stick them on the wall or on my whiteboard. And then I can just move them around and do what I need to with them. Reprioritize if I need to. I like my sticky notes. How do you guys stay organized? Sanette loves lists too. Yes. Yeah, and I got to get back to, we've had a lot going on, and I've kind of drifted away from doing lives regularly. So I'm going to get back into it. And I'm hoping that twice a week. So y'all, make sure you're on the alert list so you get the alerts when I go live. And then also watch the Facebook group, because I'll be posting a post on the day before I go, you know, the morning that I'm going to go live that night. Because I find that if I will commit to it that way, then it's easier for me to work it into my schedule. All right, so we got our 2 greeneries worked in that way. Now we're going to come in with our bow. And this is going to be just a fun little winter wreath. It could be Christmas. It could carry you all the way from Christmas all the way through to spring. And I'm going to use this. This is, it's like a flannel. So pretty. So let's make a couple bows with this. And I think I want my bow, I just want it to come down. So yeah, I think I'm going to use my bow maker just so I make them both the same. Oh, Greta uses her planner. Yes, she does, y'all. She's the queen of the planner. I love Greta's planner. Greta, everything is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful today. And so helpful. So helpful to have everything right where I need it. All right. Y'all, it's a little bit cooler out tonight than it's been being. And y'all know what else I noticed tonight? As I was waiting on, so I get off work at 5, which is Central Time. And I was waiting on about, you know, it was getting around 4:30-ish, 4:45-ish. And I started to notice that it was getting a little bit darker in my office. Y'all, it's going to be dark when I leave work before too much longer. It's already starting to get less and less daylight. The night is coming faster. Okay, so we got that one. And I'm just putting a little hanger on these. Let me make sure. There we go. Oh my. Love the ribbon. Where could you find that? Well, Miss Kay, I've had this in my stash for quite some time. Check with all of our online friends. Maybe Craft Outlet. I don't know. I think I bought this probably 2 or 3 years ago. Yes, I have stuff in my stash that's that old, if not older. And I'm trying to utilize it all up. I am trying to be a good steward. Use up what I bought. All right. So, let's make a bow. This ribbon, it just reminds me of a warm, cozy blanket or a nice flannel shirt. I love it. Let me pop over to YouTube just a second. Hey, Audrey. Hello. Good to see you. Hey, Debbie. And Lindsay in the UK watching. Hey, Cindy. Oh, and hey, Miss Alice, North Carolina. And Miss Cindy's from right here in Opelika. And Miss Debbie's in Georgia. And Lindsay's in the UK. And Audrey's in Florida. And they are over on the YouTube channel. Welcome, guys. All right, y'all. I'm going to make this about 16 inches. And then we're just going to make a beautiful bow. Beautiful bow. I can zoom in on that. There we go. And I love my bow maker, especially when I am making so many bows. So many bows. I made and took bows up to my booth that I have at the little antique store in Opelika. I have it Angel's Antiques. If y'all are local, go check it out. Booth is crafty. And I've put bows up there, and they are going quickly. So if you need a bow from Angel's, you can go get it. And I'll be restocking on Friday. So we are just going to make up a bow to go right here on our swag. And I'm just going to cut it on the diagonal there. And we will zip it. Miss Nancy from Tennessee, welcome. Glad you could join us. All right. Y'all, these robocalls offering me loans at a reasonable monthly rate of an exorbitant amount they're getting on my nerves. But look at that pretty bow. That bow's going to be beautiful in that, don't you think? Now we don't need a really big overpowering bow for this design because these are easies. So, and I'm just going right in that bow maker. If you don't have a bow maker, you can make it by hand. And it's just 3 loops on each side and then 1 loop in the middle. Then I will get these listed in my Etsy shop. These would be great for double doors as well. Or maybe you need a matching on the front door and the garage door. Maybe you need one and your mama needs one. Your mama and them all need one. All right. There we go. All done with that. Got enough to make maybe 2 more. Make 2 more just like this. So I think I've got enough that I can make a total of 4 of these swags. Hey Becky, North Carolina's in the house. Audrey's making a list of stuff to do. Put them upside down. Yeah. All right. So now let's take and let's put our bow on it. And I'm going to use some floral wire for that. Hey, Miss Debbie. Miss Debbie, I'm showing an easy design that would be a great craft show filler for you coming up. Easy to make. Look at that. Instant beauty. Hey Marty, Tennessee is in the house. Welcome. Glad you guys could join us. Thank you all for the likes, and if you feel inclined to let others know that we're live, that would be awesome and much appreciated. Help get the word out that we are busy in the craft shop. All right, isn't that going to be pretty? I love that. Love it, love it, love it. All right, we're going to put that one right there. We're going to get this one made up. And for some reason, this berry is just hanging down here all by itself. And you're just like, what in the world? So I'm going to move it. I don't like it down there by itself. So I'm going to take a little piece of this wire. And we're going to wire this berry in somewhere else. It's intended to be down here, but I didn't like it hanging down that low. So I'm just going to bring it in a little bit lower. And we're just going to wrap it in right here. So there's nothing that says just because it's there, it has to stay there. Right. You looked for the picture I used last night at Hobby Lobby and you didn't see it? Well, I've got to confess, I might have to go back and get, I think our Hobby Lobby had a couple, my lunch hour tomorrow. I may be going and getting another one because that turned out so pretty, didn't it? I didn't see it online. I looked for y'all today to see if it was online and I did not see it. So y'all, I'm also a design coach in the Everbloom Design Club. And last night, I designed mostly on Monday nights. And last night I designed this, the theme this week was Holy Night. And so I did a nativity wreath. And it turned out so pretty. It's actually in my Etsy shop right now. So I actually got it listed. I'm so proud of myself. I got it listed. I got 2 things listed today. And one has already sold. But I had multiples of it, so that's good. And I will have multiples of this, so that will be good. Alright, so we've got that going in. Now, we got to do something. We got to zhuzh up the top. And to do that, I've got another pick. Yep. And I don't know. It might have been something left over from last year. I don't know. But I also have heard that they do not have, Hobby Lobby does not have all of their inventory out yet in a lot of areas. So don't give up just yet. So y'all, I'm just kind of pulling this apart a little bit. But I'm doing it carefully so as not to rip the color off the berries. That one's going to go in right there. But it's sticking out too far. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate them out. Y'all know I like to do this. And because I'm going to get Big Red out because it's so stiff. Get Big Red on it. Ta-da! Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one as well. Hello, Lori from Massachusetts. Welcome. Glad to have you here with us. The Crafted Front Porch. I love your name. How did you come up with your name? It's awesome. put that with that one. Put this one over here. Cut this one right here. All right, I got to get two more because I was not thinking I was going to put 2 in 1, but I am. All right, so hold please. All right, I got them. I got them. And I'm also getting I don't know that I'm going to use this, but I'm going to get it just in case. I'm going to get some filler just in case. Just in case. Okay. These will be for my next one. All right, so for this one, and I'm going to, that's too big there. Take it off. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to put this one right here on this side, kind of filling out the sides. And then these will fill in on the top. Just like that. And this one can go right here. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to get it to look like this. So I'm going to just glue these in. Hey, Miss Barbara. Oh, your daughter helped you pick out your name? That's awesome. Yes, this ribbon is very fun, isn't it? I do like it as well. And I am going to put this in, and then I'm going to kind of wrap it with a stem. There we go. And go on this other side and get this one in. A big old blob of glue. And then just lay it right in toward that spine of this swag. And then I'm wrapping it with one of those green branches just to help hold it in. Now you can also zip tie them in. All right, and then these loose items, we'll just place them in around and about to get some fullness. Ah, this is so pretty. All right, that's what we got so far. Blue strings everywhere. Going to have to catch the replay. Buffering, I'm sorry. Maybe go out and come back in. All right. And then we've got our pine cone. Need to see where I want to put my pine cone. I think it's going to look best up here at the top. Yes. So I am going to glue it in. Right there at the top. Okay, how pretty. Let's get our other one done. Oh yeah, that is super cute. All right, so our other one. We've got our 2 picks here. Well, Lori, I hope it goes better on the replay. And you might want to try it over on the YouTube as well. Let's get our big red out. And we'll go ahead and give it a chop chop. This makes quick work of it, and it doesn't stress my hands. All right, we'll do this one as well. My big red I got from Deco Exchange. Years ago. I've had it for quite some time. All right. Now let's put these in. So we're going to do the same thing we did. And that's too long, so I'm going to cut it off and we'll hook it in separately. We're going to do the same thing we did with our other one. Side to side, and then middle, top, in the top. I'm going to put that one right there. I'm going to wrap this branch around it, just to kind of give it some extra stability right there. We'll come and do this other side. Again, I'm going to take that one off. Oh, the stem cutter, yes. It is a lifesaver for sure. Especially if you're having to cut a lot. Or they're very, very thick. And that one, I didn't have very much stem, so I'm going to make sure I get it down in that bow. And that one's coming on this side, on the top. And then we're going to put our pine cone right there in the top. Get our leaves. Get these put in, all the way in there. Hey, Miss Brenda. It's good to see you too. All right, now I want to add just a little bit something else. We're going to add some of this beaded grass. So I'm just going to take my stem cutter. And this, when you're making a lot, this really helps you save time. And you can go in and get them all cut in one swack and be done with it. Isn't that nice? All right. And these I am just going to strategically glue in. Just right in and around just to bring some wispy color throughout. See? And just kind of let it wisp, cascading down. Hey, Mary Lou. I was in the house. Nice to see you tonight. Welcome in. And then this one I'm going to cut into two. So I'm going to put a few little pieces right down here. I want this piece to come in right there. And then these I'm also going to cut. I want some up here. I like this, y'all, this beaded grass, even though this was like a spring, summer grass, it is looking super pretty in this winter rain swag. Like that. Isn't that pretty? Bye, Greta. Talk to you tomorrow. Get some rest. All right. There's that one done. Now look at the difference. The difference that the beaded grass makes in it. Beaded grass, no grass. So let's get this one looking pretty too. Hey, Miss Carol, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We are making a beautiful Christmassy, wintry swag. I had a lot of requests at my craft show for some designs that would take them all the way from Christmas all the way through to spring. And so that's what I'm working on tonight. And I'm looking around my shop because I know there's something that I need to make tonight. And I was looking for it. All right. I'm going to cut this one. This one's going to go right there. Coming out right there. And that one's going to go right there. Oh, the glue. Glue strings. And then we cut these, didn't we? I believe we did. Go ahead and cut this one. And we'll get this one in. Right there. This one go in right there. Go right there. And that one go in right there. All right, y'all, see how easy that was? Hey, Jackson, you fixing to go?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, give us a hug. Love you.
Me too.
Be good. See you in the morning.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. Come here. Say hey. Say hey, everybody.
What's up?
This is Jackson. It's my oldest grandson. He's fixing to head to his house.
Yep.
All right. See, be careful.
Yes, ma'am.
Helmet on.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. They just live down the road, just like 2 minutes. So he rode his four-wheeler over. He's headed home. All right, we got them done. What do y'all think? They're very nice. And they wound up being right at 24 inches long. Maybe 25, 24, 25, somewhere in there. And they're about 18 inches at the top and then taper down to about 13 inches. So I think they turned out really nice. I'm going to make 2 more, so I have a total of 4. I could potentially have enough to make 6. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining me and hanging out tonight. And we will be going live again later on in the week. So y'all watch the Facebook group for that announcement. And then be sure to join us if you haven't already signed up for the text message alerts. Just type in the word alert. And then when you get a message in your messenger, open up that link. It's a safe link. Open that link and give me your phone number. Okay? And give me permission. All right, guys, we will see you later in the week. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope y'all have a great night and a blessed rest of the week.